Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome, how are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. I want to tell you about some ways that I've been falling more in love with my wife. I married her on May 10th, 2015 in the Philippines. She's been with me here for, at the time of this video, about 2.5 years, since January of 2016. Even before I married my Filipina, I told her that true love wasn't based on feelings or if two people were just getting along at the time. I wanted to take care of this woman for the rest of her life, and I wanted to meet her needs and show her love. What I didn't expect was that I would develop such strong feelings for her, but it is possible that that happens when a man totally commits to a woman, even if they have not had the typical length of time to get to know each other. In other words, the feelings for me came after I decided that I was going to love her. And I think that's one of my upcoming video ideas to do in the future. My wife knows if she needed my eyes, I would give them to her. Although this one isn't the best, the left one. And she knows that I would die for her. I tried to defer to her as much as possible, which I also let her know after we were engaged to be married. It isn't always, as serious as that, though. For over 2.5 years now together in America, I occasionally observe things about her that make me fall even more in love with my wife. And I'm talking about it in an emotional sense this time. Here are some of the ones that I can recall. Come on, baby, light my fire. My wife is very creative at finding ways to save money and is also a resourceful woman. I laughed good-naturedly when on the 4th of July, a year or two ago, she contrived a really long device to light the fuses of the fireworks so she didn't have to get too close to them. I don't think they're allowed in Davao, where she's from, to light fireworks themselves. And of course we have these really short fuses, maybe half an inch or so, and she was kind of afraid of that. So, she wanted to light some, but she didn't want to just hold the punk and get down real close to it like that. So she thought of a different way. She found about a 3-foot rod downstairs, kind of like the thing you put in the patio door to keep it from sliding open, to keep somebody out. Then she took this rod and taped about a foot-long candle to the end of it so that she could light the candle and then reach it forward towards the fireworks to light them. My mother and aunt were also amused. She is creative, I have to give her credit. This thing is still in our garage, and I smile each time I see it. I do have it on a video, but like some videos I have, she's kind of shy to let me show it. So that's one of them. Another time is I'll call, "Who is this?" The other day after work, my wife was upstairs, so I was down, here downstairs on the computer, and my phone rang, and I could see it was my baby calling. The voice on the phone said in a manly tone, "Is this Bob? You are under arrest, and you will have to go to jail." I replied with, "Why?" And the police said, "For stealing your wife's heart." I said that if I have to go to jail, I will not go without my wife, to which I was told, "No, you have to go to jail alone." All this time I could hear her voice from upstairs while she was pretending to be the police. And I love that. Soon I will have to call her and tell her that I'm a doctor and that her husband is fallen and can't get up. When she says, "What?" I will tell her that the doctor will say the husband fell in love with her and he will never be the same again. And that's true. King James. My wife is a big Cleveland Cavaliers fan. Maybe now we'll have to be a Los Angeles Lakers fan. And she knows the players pretty good. She's a big fan of LeBron James. And during Game 7 of the finals, I think it was a couple years ago, one of the few times we have even, turned the TV on much, she was so excited, jumping up and down and making wild gestures and laughing, that I filmed her, but she is too shy to let me show this one either. And oh my, I fell in love with her more when I saw that. She would be saying to the TV when the Cavs had the ball, "Points, points, points." That's a new one. When the Cavs had the basketball, points, points, points. Well, it must have worked because they came back and won. I saw a new side to my Filipina wife. The sound of music, better than the sound of my cough. Another thing that makes me fall in love with her more is when I hear herself singing in the shower, or really anywhere. There's nothing quite like the sound of a Filipina singing voice. Of course, I'm a little biased here. On a side note, now that she is gaining confidence driving her car, sometimes she'll even sing while driving. Sweet dreams. In the morning before I shower, I always go back in bed with my wife to spend a few more minutes cuddled up to her. It is there that I look at her beautiful, sweet face, light brown skin, closed eyes resting peacefully, surrounded by pillows, and the sheets pulled up as high as she can. Even in August, she still feels cold. She is so soft and smooth. I often ask her if it would be okay if we just spent the rest of our lives lying in bed together. Laughter is good medicine, but I don't think it'll help this cough. My wife is ticklish, and I like to make her laugh. I also love it when we're in bed and I hear her giggle or make her a special squeaky kind of laugh when she sees something funny on Facebook. Thanks for the memories. She has bought quite a few picture frames for our photos and arranged them around the basement, since that's where we spend most of our time since we bought my mother's house. But we have pictures upstairs too. The scenes from our wedding and seeing her in that stunning gown make me fall in love with her some more. And welcome to the family. The way she treats my mother makes me love her in an emotional way too. She has totally transformed our small family life here. Our small family. She calls my mother Mom and helps her out when she needs it. One time they went shopping together for some gifts my mom wanted to buy for her, my wife's sister's baby, and my mom gave her mother some jewelry. There are days my mom has bought or made dinner for us when we get home after work. We both work in the same company, and this makes me fall more in love with my wife. We didn't know each other very long before I married her in the Philippines, but God knew we would be a good match when He had me wait so long for her, and she was worth the wait. The longer we are married, and the more I see this. My needs for a wife were pretty simple. I just wanted someone to love and to love me. And the more I think about it, it's very hard for me to believe that I could have picked a wife that is more suited for me than my amazing Isa, despite the 27-year age difference, which has been irrelevant. So I hope that you're still falling more in love with your love beyond the sea.